this mobile gaming setup is better than your laptop. There's no question about it. A gaming laptop, your phone, or a handheld device like a ROG Ally are the ultimate go-to if you want to play games while you're on the go, whether that be in a plane, a car, or even public transit. But what if you're someone who travels a lot and likes to play really graphically intense games like Cyberpunk or Forza in the comfort of your hotel room at the end of the day? In those situations, your phone or a handheld device can really leave your neck sore from bending down looking at it all the time, and they just really don't have the ability to play these high-end games at high frame rates. And most laptops get too hot to perform anywhere near as good as their desktop counterparts. So what's the solution for a traveling hardcore gamer? Well, that's exactly what we're about to create. Last year, a customer came to me saying he wanted a fully mobile gaming setup. He says he's flying around the country constantly and he's sick of the poor performance that his laptop gives him, but he wouldn't really be able to utilize a normal PC because he's traveling so much. So instead of trying to find him a better laptop or even an eGPU to add to his laptop so he could get better performance, I told him that I would create him a fully mobile gaming setup with the performance of a desktop that he could take with him on any plane. So to create a mobile PC setup, here's what we need. A small form factor build with high-end specs. A mobile gaming monitor that can be used as a secondary monitor when you're at home. A foldable Bluetooth keyboard that has a touchpad so that you don't even need a mouse. And of course, a case that can fit all of that, including your gaming controller, that can fit in the overhead bin on a plane. Well, before I can show off this system and what it can do, I guess I have to build it. But first, let me tell you what's inside. We've got a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D. We've got 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, a 2 terabyte SSD. We've got a mini ITX motherboard from MSI. And of course, we have the RTX 4070 Ti Super. We've got an 850 watt power supply from ASUS. And we've got this nice EK-AIO that's gonna keep that CPU nice and cool. All of that is gonna fit inside of this little case. This is the Lian Li H4. This has room for a 3-fan triple slot graphics card. It can fit up to a 240mm AIO and an SFX power supply. So all the stuff we have in here is easily going to fit. We have a nice thin 2-fan RTX 4070 Ti Super, so we should have no problems fitting everything in here. Let's get to building. Now, before I wanted to play any games on this, I wanted to do a little bit of benchmarking using Cinebench and Furmark. In the 10-minute Cinebench run, I got a score of 22,800 points. And at the end, it was still pulling 143 watts and boosting up to 5.15 gigahertz. Now, the temperatures in Cinebench were pretty high. We only have a 240 millimeter cooler, and we all know that the X3D chips run pretty hot. So the average during the Cinebench test was around 91 degrees, which is pretty warm, but in general for a gaming system, you're not gonna be getting anywhere near that warm. Next, I ran the Firmark GPU benchmark at 1440p, where we averaged 214 FPS, pulled 283 watts, and experienced a peak temperature of 78 degrees. So next, let's move on to playing some games. First, we went to Forza Horizon 5. We played this at 1440p extreme settings, and it was running perfectly smooth and it looks incredible. Using the in-game benchmark, we averaged 160 FPS at extreme settings. That's impressive. Moving on to Fortnite, we also played at 1440p using the epic graphics setting preset, and we were averaging around 80 FPS even at the fully epic settings at 1440p. Lastly, playing a little Warzone at 1440p using all ultra and high settings, we averaged around 155 FPS. So it's safe to say this thing is a gaming beast, even though it's in such a small form factor. So really all we need to do now is get everything set up in our carrying case, and we're ready to ship it off to the customer. As you can see, everything fits nice and snug inside this case. So let's take it all out, set it up, show you what a mobile gaming experience would look like. Don't worry, I'm gonna glue down the foam once we're all done so it won't come out every time. So let's put that at the front of our desk here. Grab our nice Bluetooth keyboard. The customer only really plays on controller, so this is just so he can navigate through Windows. Let's get our computer up here, and now we just gotta plug everything in. And here it is, the mobile gaming setup. We've got our 18-inch, 120 hertz, 1440p monitor. We've got our gaming PC right here. Our Bluetooth keyboard. This can also be plugged in via USB-C, but it's connected via Bluetooth right now. And our controller. So should we play a game? And just like that, we are playing Warzone at max settings right now at 1440p. I'm at 160 FPS. I busted out a controller. I don't normally play on controller, so this could be a little interesting. One thing I will say, the audio out of this monitor is not great. I would definitely suggest using headphones. But besides that, this is incredible. And there we go, we even got a kill. And honestly, that's really it. We've got a fully mobile gaming setup that fits in a carry-on on a plane. You take it out, open it up at the hotel, bust out all your stuff, and you're gaming on a desktop. No more laptop performance, desktop performance. Have a good one.